Hello everybody, CW here. Oh, I'm on the range again. It's a gorgeous day. One of their guys shooting a 22, the total opposite end of the range. So it's going to be pretty quiet. I've got the Marlin 782 out here with the replacement Hornet scope. I shouldn't say it that way because there's nothing wrong with the first one. This is the 4 to 16 Hornet. I had a 6 to 24 on it. Took that off. That's on another rifle we're going to sight in today as well. I'll do a separate video on that one. But this one here is the 4 to 16 Hornet on the Marlin 782 that you already saw. I'm just going to get it zeroed with some Hornady FTX, what is those? Critical Duty 45 grainers. They shot pretty good last time. And then we're going to get the VMAXs that shot really good and get it zeroed really good. So let me throw you in speedy mode and I'll come back when we're done. All right, it was really close. It wasn't too hard at all to get it zeroed. I just had to, forgetting it was a brand new scope, I had to set the parallax and I had to set the diopter. And if you don't know, the way I do it, you set it on infinity with your adjustment and set it on your highest power, and then you look up into the sky and you turn the diopter until it gets as sharp as it gets. Let it get blurry again and then bring it back. So you're going to go from blurry to sharp to blurry, bring it back to sharp again, and that's your setting. And then when you're setting your diopter for yardage, the numbers don't mean anything. The numbers are a reference. They don't, 100 doesn't mean 100. You're not going to find that unless maybe you're spending, thousands and thousands of dollars on a scope. It's not a rangefinder. It's just a marking, just a reference. So look at your target, turn your focus ring, your parallax adjustment, so focus ring, until it gets sharp, and then wiggle your head up and down, left and right. If your crosshairs do not move on the target and it's in focus, it's set. If it's in focus, or you think it's in focus, and you move your head around and the crosshairs move, it's not truly in focus, or it's not truly set for the yardage. You still have some parallax, so you still have to adjust it to remove that parallax. Focus is kind of a side benefit. It kind of goes hand in hand with parallax. You can be in, depending on how good your eyes are, you can be in pretty good focus and still have parallax. It's the reference, it's the relationship of your eye to the reticle, to the lenses, to what you're seeing. And when they're not all in perfect harmony, you get parallax. Parallax is your crosshairs moving on your target without the target moving. It's moving because your head moves. So you want to move your head around and you want your crosshairs to stay right on target. Then your parallax is set properly. All right, let's re-zero these turrets. It's just very easy. You just take it off, just like most all scopes. You take the cap cover off, reset it for 0. Turn it until it's on 0, push it back on, and then screw the cover on. Never ever put any Loctite on these, and never ever tighten them like your Hercules. They're made for a coin. Yes, I'm using a screwdriver here, but I'm very, very, very light touch. Now this up here has a 0 stop, and I did screw it down because I thought I was going to be pretty close, but I'm not. So I have to reset that, but we're going to play a little bit here and make sure that we're on, because we got a couple different kinds of ammo. So I just zeroed this with critical defense, which was pretty close, but it's not the same ammo, so you want to zero it with the ammo that you're going to be shooting. But I know from the last time I shot this that it's pretty close. I'm using a screwdriver because I just don't usually have coins in my pocket. I toss them in my cigarette ashtray because I don't smoke. Okay, here's our zero stop. Right back to zero, nice. All right, we're still set. We're not loaded. Let's get the magazine loaded up with VMAXs and go out to 100 yards and see what that looks like. Okay, we're all loaded up. We got the VMAX in here. We'll go over here to 100 yards. And see what we can do. Here we go. I don't see it. Let's see if we can see it with the 60 power. Wow, I don't see it. That's not good. That's not good. All right, we'll go back to 50. Oh, way high. Okay, that makes sense. All right, I can't bring it down because of the zero stop. So, well, I can jump the zero stop. What I mean is, it's just a peg. And I have to move it enough that I can jump that peg. I shouldn't have put that cap on. I can jump this peg like that. Just push it over. And now I am before the zero stop engages. Let's just try 10. Ken moved it about an inch, so we got to go 20 more. Dead center. All right, that's dead center at 50. Now we're going to have some bullet drop between 50 and 100. Don't know what that is. So we'll just leave it there. We don't care what the settings are as numbers. Just going to go out to 100. It's amazing, you can see it when you get that parallax. That dot doesn't move anymore. Yeah, the crosshair. All right, we're going to hold right on that top right corner. All right, we are 3/4 of an inch low. Just try 4 clicks, that's an inch. Smack on. Boy, it's nice when you got nice stuff. It's a nice scope. I don't know if I picked one up or not. Nope. All right, I got 2 more here in the line to clean 5, so we'll just throw 2 more at it. And we might be done. Now we're in a nice tight 3/4 inch group. It's a tiny bit to the right. So let's see if we can. Let's give it just a click left. Let's pull this off and reset it at 0. We didn't touch the 0 stop, so it's going to remain working. The way this 0 stop works, I can't set it the way I like to. I like to set my 0 stop to allow me to have about an inch, 100 yards of down. So normally everything is up, meaning move the bullet impact up, but you can't bring it down. So if you shoot high, you can't bring it down. So I like to set my 0 stops. I still use it at 0, but I set it to give me the ability to have an extra 1 inch to go down. If I change ammo or something happens, I want to go down a little bit. The way this one works, the stop is attached, so I can't do that. It has to be at the setting it says 0, because it's in relation to 0 here is relation to here. If this moved in not in relation to the 0, I could do it, but I can't because this doesn't. This is a drilled and tapped post in the turret that's attached to the 0. So it only lets you go this way, which is up. If you bring it back, and it's a dead stop. Now let's change this because we went 1 click. Let's get our 1 click back so it's back on 0. It's just a tiny bit, but I mean 0 is 0, so let's make 0 be 0. And I can't say enough good about this scope. It's so nice and clear. I was looking at a bug smaller than a fly down there at 100 yards, sitting on my target. So if you've got the clarity to see that, that's pretty darn good. And for the price this scope costs, it's amazing what we can buy today for the price that we can buy it in optics. All right, as soon as we get a ceasefire, we'll go down and check targets. Here's the 782. There's the shot I couldn't find, and then I moved it over. These last 3 are the last 3 I fired. This was the one I fired with the other Hornady ammo. So these 3 are the last 3, and I moved it over 1 more click. So that's pretty good. Even with those two clicks over, there's 1 1/4 at 100 yards. That's pretty darn good. So that's it. 782 with a new scope. Shoots really good. Thanks everybody. EW out.